Imagine pressing the cycle start button on a CNC machine. The spindle reaches full speed, the cutting tool moves toward the workpiece, and everything looks perfect. Then, in a split-second crash, sparks fly, the tool shatters, the spindle shakes violently, and an expensive workpiece is destroyed. What should have been a profitable job suddenly becomes a costly disaster. Believe it or not, a single mistake can cost hundreds, thousands, or even millions of rupees in repairs, scrap, and production delays. If you've ever operated a CNC machine, programmed a toolpath, or even watched machining videos online, you've probably wondered, what if I enter the wrong offset, or what if I load the wrong tool? Every machinist has these thoughts. The truth is, even experienced professionals can make mistakes. The difference is that successful machinists follow systems that catch errors before the machine does. Let's look at the most expensive CNC mistakes and learn how to avoid them. The costly errors. One of the biggest mistakes is using the wrong work offset. If the machine references the wrong origin, it can drive the cutting tool straight into the vise or machine table. Another common error is entering the wrong tool length offset, causing the spindle to crash into the workpiece within seconds. Programming mistakes are just as dangerous. A missing decimal point, an incorrect coordinate, or the wrong feed rate can ruin an expensive part that took hours to prepare. Skipping simulation or a dry run only increases the risk. Poor work holding is another costly mistake. If the workpiece isn't clamped securely, it can shift during machining, ruining dimensions and damaging the cutting tool. Running with a worn-out cutter or without enough coolant can also lead to broken tools, poor surface finish, and expensive downtime. Here's something that surprises many people. Most catastrophic CNC crashes are not caused by machine failure. They are caused by simple human mistakes. A forgotten clamp, an incorrect work offset, a worn cutting tool, a wrong spindle speed, or a rushed setup is often all it takes to turn an expensive CNC machine into a repair project. In many cases, the machine itself is working exactly as programmed. The problem begins with the information or setup provided by the operator. So, how can you avoid these costly CNC mistakes? Start by verifying every work offset and tool offset before machining. Even a small offset error can place the cutting tool in the wrong position and cause an immediate collision. Always simulate new CNC programs using CAM software or the machine's graphics mode. Whenever possible, perform a dry run or air cut above the workpiece to confirm that every toolpath is safe. Next, double-check spindle speed, feed rate, coolant flow, tool selection, and tool length. Inspect cutting tools for wear, chipping, or excessive runout before every critical operation. Replace worn tools before they fail unexpectedly. Make sure fixtures and clamps are securely tightened and positioned outside the cutting path. Confirm that the correct work coordinate system and program version are loaded into the controller. Never skip the first piece inspection. Measure critical dimensions, verify tolerances, and make adjustments before continuing with production. Following a consistent setup checklist every single time helps eliminate forgotten steps, reduces operator errors, improves part quality, increases productivity, and extends machine life. Remember, CNC machining is not a race. The fastest machinists are usually the ones who make the fewest mistakes. Precision, consistency, patience, and discipline are what separate professionals from beginners. Every successful machining operation begins with careful planning and ends with careful inspection. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more CNC machining tips, programming tutorials, troubleshooting guides, and real-world manufacturing lessons. Every week, we share practical techniques that can help